Hello everyone, and welcome to our lesson for today. Today we are going to look at the first part of getting to know letters. So let's get started.
Materials.
For our materials today, the only thing you need is your thinking cap. So let's get our brains ready. We have 2 learning targets today. The first target says, I can follow along in a shared text or poem. The second target says, I can identify the name and sound for the letters C and N.
Read aloud.
Today, we're going to listen to a poem called My Cat Noodles. And I want you to follow along and notice the words as I'm reading through the poem very carefully. So get ready to listen. Here's our poem. My cat Noodles. My cat Noodles and I went for a hike one day. We walked near the creek and began to play. We saw a cute newt on a rock in the creek. We crept up slowly so we could take a peek. Noodles tried to catch it, but the newt was too fast. It appeared again, and I thought, we'll capture it at last. But the newt was very sneaky and still snuck past. Did you hear any rhyming words in my poem? I heard some too. I heard the words day and play, newt and cute, peak and creek, fast, last, and past. Wow, nice rhyming.
Sounds.
This is a picture of a newt. The sound that we hear at the beginning of the word newt is the n sound. Can you make the n sound like in the word newt? Nice job. Remember, the n sound is the sound we hear at the beginning of the word newt. I hope you thought of lots of great words that make the n sound, like in newt. And I thought of a couple words too. Here are some of the words that I thought of that begin with the n sound, just like in newt. Nest, nap, and needle. Those words make the n sound, just like in our word newt. Awesome work! This is a picture that shows a cat. The sound that we hear at the beginning of the word cat is the k sound. Can you make that sound? K. Right, just like in the word cat. I wonder if we can think of some other words that also make the k sound, just like in the word cat. I'm sure you thought of lots of great words that make the k sound, like in the word cat, and I thought of some too. Here are the words I thought of that make the k sound, just like in the word cat. Car, carrot, camel. All of those words have the k sound at the beginning of their word, just like in cat. Awesome work with your C words. We are going to use the word newt to help us remember the n sound. And we're going to use the word cat to help us remember the k sound. These are the words that we're going to use as our key words. And they're the keys to unlocking the sound. Let's try our letter chant to help us with these letter sounds. I want you to repeat after me. We'll start with the letter N. N, N, newt. Let's try it again. N, N, newt. Great. Now let's do the letter C. C, k, cat. One more time. C, k, cat. Nice work with your letter sound chant.
Writing.
Now it's time to practice skywriting our letters in the air. I want you to watch me first as we practice our letters. Remember, each letter has an uppercase and a lowercase. We're going to start with the uppercase N first. Ready? My finger is in the air like a pencil. I'm going to start at the top line, drag my pencil or my finger down to the bottom line, pick it back up, go back to the top line, make a diagonal line down to the bottom line, pick my finger back up, go back up to the top line and drag it back down. And I made an uppercase N. Now you try it with me. Ready? Fingers up, ready to write in the air. Starting at that top line, dragging it down to the bottom line, pick your finger up, go back up to the top line, make that diagonal line over to the side, pick your finger back up, go back to the top line, and drag it back down to the bottom line. And we've just made our uppercase N. Now let's try to make our lowercase n. I want you to watch me model first, and then you can practice with me. I'm going to put my finger in the air. I'm going to start this time in the middle line. Make a line going down to the bottom line, come back up, make a little hump, make a bump, go back down, and touch the bottom line. Now you try it with me. Fingers up, starting in the middle line, going down straight line to the bottom line, pick your finger up, come back to the middle line, make a little bump, and go back down to the bottom line. Awesome job skywriting your uppercase and your lowercase n. Now let's skywrite our uppercase C. Ready? Watch me first and then you can try. My finger is up at the top line. I'm going to curve it around to the left all the way around, coming to the bottom line, and then come up just a little bit, curving it around at the bottom to make my uppercase C. Now try it with me. Fingers up, top line, going all the way around, curving it to the left, all the way to the bottom line, and then coming back up just a little bit to curve our C at the bottom. And that's our uppercase C. Now let's try the lowercase c. It looks the same, but we start in the middle. So fingers in the middle line, and we would come around to the left and then go back up at the bottom line to curve it just a little bit. Try it with me. Ready? Fingers up, starting in the middle line, curving it around to the left, all the way to the bottom line, and curving it back up just a little bit to make our lowercase c.
Closing reflection.
It's time to reflect on our lesson, and I have 2 questions to ask you. My first question is, when we see the letters N and C, how can we remember the sounds they make? And my second question is, how would that help us with reading or writing? Nice work and nice job thinking about those questions. We've met the letters N and C. In the next lesson, we'll get to know them even better and learn how to write them. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for learning about the letters N and C with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.